with Jamal Spencer, and then we'll go to Dalton Shetler.
Okay.
Part X, I know you had hopes of going in the first round. So as the draft went on and you kind of saw, teams kept passing on you, what were your thoughts? And then what were your thoughts when you finally saw that you were going to the Grizzlies to rejoin Jaren Jackson?
It was nerve-wracking. It was nerve-wracking for sure. My agent told me that as soon as pick number 1 happens, I'm going to be mad. I'm going to call him like, that should have been me. I was pretty cool until like 20. Once 20 happened, I was okay. I could be up anywhere. So I got to, like, every pick, I was really like this, standing up, standing up, just going up and down all the time. So it was definitely nerve-wracking for me and my whole family. But no, I was crazy excited, as you saw in the video, of me getting picked, because I'm like, man, like, I actually got my name called. I'm in the NBA. So it's unbelievable.
And before we go to Dalton, can we go back to Marty Martin? Marty, I had missed one there for me. Sorry.
No problem, Max. Congratulations, Xavier. What was the reaction of your wife and Yanni when you realized that you were actually going to rejoin Jaren?
They were crazy. I mean, I don't know if Jaren called us or we called Jaren, but we were on the phone within like 20 seconds of me getting picked. So everybody was so excited. They're just to be reconnected again, to know that Yanni gets to keep that relationship and build that relationship on Jaren, and now my son Bubs is great.
And then we'll go to Stephen Brooks and then Dalton Shetler.
I didn't have a question, Max. I just needed to record it, and I appreciate that.
I'm sorry. We'll go to Dalton
Congrats,
Shetler.
X.
Thanks.
Hey, congrats, X. I kind of wanted to ask about the relationship with Jaren Jackson Jr. as well. I saw the screenshots from his Instagram that you guys were on FaceTime. Can you take us into what that call was like, maybe what you guys were talking about, and the idea of having a babysitter now where you land in Memphis?
A whole lot of screaming and yelling. That's the basis of our conversation. Just excited, like kind of like, I can't believe this is happening. But no, he was calling me. He was texting me and calling me like throughout the draft, like, just breathe. You're good. Just breathe. Because he knew, like, obviously, I could try to keep it cool the best I can, but he knew that I was going crazy on the inside. So he would just tell me, just breathe. Everything's going to be all right. And we're going to be good.
We'll go to next to Kyle Austin from M Live.
Yeah, thanks, X. And another one about Jaren. First of all, was he best man in your wedding last year, or was he in your wedding? And
my best man.
And just coming in, I mean, you guys came in together. How did that relationship kind of develop there, kind of from being in that same class and both being big men, kind of learning everything together?
Well, our relationship started the summer prior to that, because we played AAU together for Speaks in the Heat. And that's where we met officially. First time we met was on a Michigan State visit when we were both being recruited by them before AAU started. But we played AAU together our last years, and that's where we really built our relationship through all the road trips and just playing together and forming a relationship that way. Both went to Michigan State, obviously, as you know. We were both crazy excited to be able to play with each other again. And now to have it be the third time is kind of ridiculous now that I'm thinking about it.
And then we'll go to Chris Solari from Detroit Free Press next.
Yeah, it's good to see you, and congratulations. I guess your first day as an NBA player, how did it begin after you woke up this morning? What time did you wake up? And how's the challenge ahead now to be a father and an NBA player?
So what was the first question? What time did I wake up?
Yeah. I mean, did the kids wake you up, or did you get to sleep in today?
No, my son woke me up. I got up at 7 with him, and we went downstairs. So everybody else slept for a little bit longer. We were watching my wife and kids just kind of hanging out. He's crawling over everywhere, like usual. Obviously, exciting moment for me, but for him, it's just another day. So, yeah, I got up with him, and we just kind of hung out for a little bit.
So how does the challenge now come of juggling this as being a father and being an NBA player? Is it kind of the same, or is it? Or do you have an idea of how it will work yet? Have you processed that?
We try to. I mean, I try to for sure. Just knowing that the away games and the trips will be a little bit longer than Michigan State, where we'll leave for like a day and a half to 2 days. or, you know, in the tournament, it was up to 4 days to like, we might be gone for like max a week or maybe even max 2 weeks gone from home. And then we'll come back and be home for a while. So I think that'll be the hardest part to really adjust to is the length of how long I'll be gone. But once we get used to that, I don't see there being any challenges or anything like that.
Congrats again.
Thank you.
Next question in is from Kellen Buddy.
Hey, X, congrats. Wanted to know, you're part of a unique group of draftees here where you don't have nearly as much time to prepare with your team ahead of the season opener. You guys are tipping off here in just over a month. What do you expect that preparation for you to be like? Do you wish you maybe had a little more time, or is this something you think you might be able to handle?
Hello?
Oh,
X, can you hear us?
Hello?
Xavier, can you hear us
Okay,
now?
I'm at work. Yeah, I can hear you.
Kellen, why don't you
No
repeat that,
service over
please?
here.
okay. First off, congrats. You're part of a unique group of draftees here where you don't have nearly as much time to prepare with your team given everything that's been going on. Is this something that you're kind of ready to handle, or do you still kind of have a lot of questions going into, you know, training camp and things like that? And has there been any discussion with, you know, coaches on, hey, we have, you know, maybe a fifth of the time that we would normally have to prepare with my team for the season?
I don't know if you guys can hear me because I don't keep breaking in and out. Can you hear me? But I heard the whole question though. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Xavier, we can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, no, I haven't discussed it with the coaching staff or even Zach in the front office about how quick we talked about a little bit how quick the turnaround is, but we haven't talked about like, oh man, I know this is a bad timing for you. It's just gonna be work, and I'm open-minded for everything, and I'm ready to learn from everybody. So I'm obviously it's a quick turnaround compared to former years or past years or what have you, but I know that it just takes work for me. So being in there before practice, after practice, and getting as much work as I can to prepare myself for the first game is what I'm going to do.
We have time for a couple more questions. We're going to go to Matt Charbonneau and then to Brendan Quinn.
Xavier, how you doing? Congratulations. You said earlier it was nerve-wracking waiting to hear your name called. I wonder if once you got through that point, if you started paying attention to Cassius and what he was probably going through, and if you guys are communicating at all last night as he kind of went through the same thing for a little bit longer than you did.
Yeah, as soon as I got drafted, like obviously I was really excited. And you saw my reaction. I was celebrating and whatnot. But once that kind of died down, and I'm like, okay. Now I have to go upstairs and do my my interview stuff. That's when I was like, okay, let me get my phone out though, so I can go to ESPN and just wait and see where Cash goes. Every pick, I was locked in and waiting to see where he would go. Obviously, I'm crazy excited for him. And I just wanted the best for him and his family. So I was definitely locked in for sure.
Did you get to talk to him last night, or have you talked to him since that?
Yeah. I talked to him last night. And he was emotional, but I talked to him last night. It was good.
Thanks, man. Congrats again.
Yeah, thank you.
Go to Brendan Quinn.
Hey, X, congratulations, man. Curious how much was Memphis on your radar coming into this as a potential destination? And I know you touched on it earlier, but kind of the idea of dropping a little bit, do you use that as motivation? Is it something that might stick with you a little bit? I don't know if you're letting that off or not, but how do you kind of really feel deep down about being passed on by teams that you probably thought that you should have landed with?
Yeah, to the first part about Memphis, yeah, they were definitely on my radar. They talking with my agent, they showed a lot of love and desire to have me and my family out there. For sure, they did that, and as well as like with me getting passed up on in the first round, definitely was motivation. I mean, after 26 and 29 and 30, because those are the teams that I really thought I had a good chance with Boston and Toronto. After getting passed on by those teams, it definitely lit a fire under me. Like, okay, well, you know, if they didn't think I was ready now, like just wait and see what I'm going to be like in the season. So definitely lit a fire under me. I don't know if it'll ever be burnt out until I'm done playing, because I know my worth and I know how hard I've worked to get to where I am. Not to discredit anybody, but just to say that I've worked my butt off to get where I am. So yeah, no, it definitely lit a fire under me, and I'm ready to go.
Xavier, we had two more that I had missed in the chat, so we're going to grab those quick, and then we'll let you get going to the rest of your day. We'll go to Audrey Dalton and then close it out with Rico Beard.
Hey, Xavier, congratulations. Like
Thank
to see
you.
you rocking the Grizzlies hat there. Probably won't take that off for a while. I wanted to ask you, Coach Izzo, obviously throughout the whole draft process and everything played a huge role for you. But wanted to know what he had to say maybe last night because I know he probably called you to congratulate you.
I haven't talked to Coach since he texted me, I think literally like 5 minutes before I got picked. Like, you hang in there. I promise you everything's going to work out. But now let this, he said, let you getting passed up on in the first round be a fire, so you're always motivated to go out and get better. He said it's in DNA like us, or it's in our DNA, talking about me and him, to get passed up on, but to show people and put in the work. That he texted me like 5 minutes before I got picked, and then I kind of like kept my head up, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna hang in there. If Coach believes in me, I got it. I'm gonna hang in there. And yeah, it's like literally 5 picks later, I got picked, and I'm like, oh, all right, it wasn't that long. So definitely, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
And then last question, Rico Beard.
X, congratulations on getting picked by the Grizzlies. I know you have to be excited. Draymond Green's always been vocal about being picked in the second round. He was vocal last night supporting you. Have you heard from Draymond, and what did he have to say to you?
I haven't. My phone has been going off like crazy. I haven't been able to go through my messages or anything like that. So no, I haven't heard from Draymond, but I do know his story, and I know that he never let his fire die down of being passed up on in the first round, and he shouldn't. With his accolades that he had in college, going to 2 Final Fours and winning all the Big Tens that he won, like, you can't discredit that at all. And being college player of the year, like, there's no way that a guy like that should have been passed up. But to be mentioned in the same breath as a guy who's won 3 NBA championships is definitely something that I wanted. I wanted my pedigree. So I'm excited. I am excited for sure.
Congrats, man. Congrats again.
Thank you.
Xavier, thanks so much for taking the time. I know I speak for everybody here when we say congratulations, and we're all really happy for you.
Thank you, Max. I'm off now. I'm leaving today. They're shipping me out, so I'm excited.
Well, you got some good barbecue to look forward to down there.
Yeah, right. I'm excited about that too.
Safe travels, X. Be well.
Thank you.
Good luck, X.
Bye. Thanks.
Cassius should be joining soon.
I just texted Cassius that we're ready for him, so
Okay.
he'll be here any minute.
And that voice is the mysterious voice of Rachel Stein from Priority Sports.
I'm still in bed, otherwise my camera would be on. Late night last night.
Yeah, I'm sure. And if I haven't hit you with recording privileges, I am recording, so I can provide that to you afterward, but I think I've hit everybody, so.
Where are we going, Graham?
Time for a little coffee.
Cash, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
Good morning
Good morning.
and congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know I'm excited you're going to DC.
For sure.
So I know Rachel had told us you got a pretty busy day ahead. So we're going to just jump into some questions here. I know the first one that I had in here was from Marty Martin.
Cassius, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you take us through what it was like? I would say probably the 5 picks before you got picked. What was going through your mind? What you were doing with your family? The conversations you were having?
Yeah. I mean, emotions went probably all over the place, just worried a little bit, excited. You know what I mean? You figure, like, eventually one of these got to be mine. You know what I'm saying? So you're sitting there excited. You know what I'm saying? A little bummed out. You felt like could have got picked earlier, so a little bummed out. And then when you get picked, it's like all that just go out the window. Like once you see your name, it's just the feeling takes over, and you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I really just got drafted. You know what I'm saying? Like that really happened. We really made that happen. So everything kind of before you feel all that, and then once your name gets called, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, wow, I really just got drafted. That's an amazing feeling. And then from there, it's just a really, really good night.
Next
Thanks,
question,
Cassius.
we'll go to Brendan Schwabeth.
Cash, what up?
What's
Very
up, my
proud of
boy?
you, bro. Congrats.
Hey.
I've been lucky enough to see you on this journey for longer than most people, so nobody deserves this more than you guys. DC, Wizards, obviously there's been rumors about them with Bradley Beal and John Wall, but as of right now, those are the main 2 guys you're going to learn from, 2 dogs in the league. How excited are you to learn from them?
I'm super excited, man. Both very talented, both very successful guards in the NBA. Like I said, both of them are dogs, play hard, and they're trying to win. So I'm excited to go there, learn as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? If they're there, if they're not there for long, I'm going to make sure I learn as much as I can from them while they're there.
Next question up is from Chris Solari.
Hey, Cassius, congratulations. I guess what was last night like? How did you spend draft night? Did you do it at home? And I guess what's the last week been like, knowing that your future basically rests on this one night?
Yeah, it's nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? I had a get-together in Lansing. It's just my family, my friends back from home, maybe like 15, 20 people. They all came up. My mom put together like a nice draft party, cups around, posters, you know what I'm saying, TVs and stuff like that. And we sat around, listened to music, ate, you know what I'm saying, things like that. It was how I probably would hope I would got drafted. You know what I'm saying? It was a pretty good vibe. So we were all there, kind of watching, waiting, and it was exciting. I mean, like, it was extremely exciting. This week, like knowing that, like one of my dreams was gonna come true. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna get the chance to go to the NBA, get my foot in the door. So it was an exciting week.
At what point does the joy turn to nerves on a night like that?
Probably when you get in it. You know what I'm saying? You start to hear names, and then you start not to hear your name. So once that happens, you kind of thinking like, all right. Even though, like, even early, you just don't know where you're gonna go. You don't know what team you're going to play for. Like, nothing is in your hands anymore. You know what I mean? Like, you did everything you could. Like, you have no control over what happens on that night. And that's probably the nerve-wracking part. Like, you just don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what the results are going to be. So you got to just sitting and waiting. And suspense is crazy. And then when you just hear your name, it's like a relief. Like, you can take a deep breath. Like, it's like, all right, like, that happened. We made that happen. Now things are back in my field. You know what I'm saying? Now I got more control over what the situation can look like from here on out.
Go to Rico Beard next, followed by Kellen Buddy.
Congratulations, Cassius. unconventional draft, not the way that you want. Normally you have a ton of family and friends there, maybe even your coach, but he was coming out of quarantine. Did you hear from Izzo, and what did he have to say to you?
Yeah, I heard from Izzo. He was one of the first to, I think he was probably one of the first to talk to the Wizards coaches. He told me how excited they sound, how excited they sounded that they could get me, that was coming to their organization, how proud he was of me, and how I've been in this situation before. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doubted before. I've been told things that I can't do and what things will hold me back, and I know what that situation feels like. And look what I made of it before. So he said he had full faith that I could go out there and do it again, keep having faith in my work, trusting myself, and go out there and make it happen.
Thanks, Cassius. Congrats.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Next question is from Kellen Buddy from WILX.
Hey, Cash, congratulations. I asked X the same question, but you're part of a kind of unique draft group in that you don't have nearly as much time to prepare with your new team as, players that were selected last year. What is that process going to be like for you? Have you thought about that at all, or are you still kind of soaking in the enjoyment of being selected here?
I mean, a little bit of both. I'm ready to go out there and try to play against the best. I mean, that's what we do it for. That's been the goal for a long time. Just making the draft was just a part of this, a step in the process. So I'm ready to go in there and ready to see what's happening. I mean, we got a month before the season. We got a month to get right. We got a month to get to know the team and organization, and I'm just ready to get started on that.
All right, thanks. Congrats.
Thank you.
Next question is from Dalton Shetler.
Hey, Cash, congratulations, man. The question is, of course, you find out you're heading over to Washington, D.C., you play in the Verizon Center. You've had some pretty big moments there already. Thinking back of that Elite Eight game against Duke. Is that something you talked about last night or you thought about after your pick to Washington?
Actually, I didn't even think about it. It's probably a whole bunch of other things that I thought about before that, for real. But, I mean, it's like I said, to have success there, to have success from the places I've been, like, I trust myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I trust my ability. I trust my work. Like, I'll put my money on me. So, you know what I'm saying? I got an opportunity. That's really all I wanted. And that was, you know what I'm saying? That was all I was asking for the longest. And there was a point in time where I wouldn't be in this situation that I'm in right now. So, like I said, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful for the opportunity. And I trust myself to make that work.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Next question up is from Jamal Spencer.
Congratulations, Cash. I know you already talked about what it'd be like to learn from potentially John Wall and Bradley Beal, but another type of question, what would it be like to actually play with Mo Wagner instead of against Mo Wagner?
I mean, it'd probably be sweet. He got game, so, you know what I'm saying? It'd probably be cool to be on the other end of that for a change. He can hoop, can stretch the floor, play hard, talented player. And like I said, it should be interesting learning, you know what I'm saying? Just learning what it's like on the other side of that.
And then we'll wrap it up with a couple more. First one's from Rico Cooney.
Hey, Cash, how you doing, man? Congratulations.
Thank you.
Hey, talk to me after your name got called and you knew you were going to the NBA. Talk to me about how much or how soon reflection came in. It's just as far as your journey and everything that you've gone through to get to this point.
Oh man, immediately, I guess. I remember call my name, cheering, everybody cheering. I don't even think I saw the team that I got drafted to. Like I saw my name flash up on the board, and like it was just like wow, like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it took over immediately. Watching the TV, and then from there it just hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like been through so much just to get to this point, just to make it to this point. And like, you know what I'm saying? Like we accomplished it. Like we set a goal that we were gonna make the NBA and we were gonna make it happen. And we went out there and we made that happen against all type of odds. You know what I'm saying? Like it would have been so easy for me to fail and nobody would have blamed me. You know what I'm saying? Like there would have been no excuse. You know what I'm saying? Everybody would be like, that's probably what should have happened to him. You know what I mean? So to be able to still be here, still standing, make that happen, get a chance to keep moving forward, like it's a crazy feeling.
As a quick follow-up, did you did you have a point where you could have a moment to yourself and kind of think about things, or was everything so crazy you really didn't get that yet, and you haven't had that moment yet?
I don't know if I had it yet. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a lot of people. It's like, it's my family. And, of course I want everybody to feel that. Like I said, I wasn't the only one that got drafted. There's about like 20 of us that got drafted in there, and they all felt that. So like I said, we was feeling it together. I might get my moment a week from now where it might hit me, you know what I mean? I get to sit down and just take it all in. But right now I'm with my family. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying everybody just being a part of it.
All right. Thanks again, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you.
We'll go to Brendan Quinn next.
Hey, Cassius. Born and raised in Detroit, went, an hour and a half away to school. Always been here, and in the last year, kind of very much been the linchpin of your family. And I just wonder how you feel about going off on your own a little bit, right? And leaving and kind of starting your life. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I'm excited. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm excited just to go somewhere and just see something new. You know what I mean? Like, it's a fresh start, a new city, new people, new vibe. You know what I'm saying? Something to adjust to, grow to, something to figure out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just something else to challenge myself, something else to figure out. And I'm excited to do that. I love Michigan State, and I love playing there. I love being there to death. But, you know what I'm saying, at some point it's like, all right, like, we got this. Like, we got Michigan State. You know what I'm saying? We got this figured out. Let's go try ourselves at something else. So I'm excited, you know what I'm saying, to go to a city like this, play for a team like this, and get an opportunity to try to make something out of that.
Great, man. Thanks. Congratulations.
Thank you.
We have time for one more. We'll go to Brendan Schlebeth.
Cash, a lot of stuff going on social media last night after you got picked. I think I saw it was your uncle who took his shoe directly off his foot and had you sign it right away. That's a funny moment. What was that like, your first autograph as an official NBA player?
He said he had to get my first autograph. My uncle D he been riding for me for the longest. You know what I'm saying? Like, he felt like he got drafted. He's so proud of me. He wanted that to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted to get the first autograph from me being an NBA player, professional NBA player. Like I said, it holds so much weight. Because, like, we worked so hard to make that happen. Worked so hard to get to this point, to get that opportunity. So, like, I know everybody just been proud of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, no matter what I got picked, no matter what the situation, like, everybody just been happy for me. It's been a lot of love around it. So, like I said, I'm real grateful to be in this situation around the people that I am.
Thank you. Congrats, bro.
I appreciate it.
Hey, Cash, thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah,
for sure. When do you leave for DC?
I do not know yet. I will probably learn more a little bit later today.
Okay. Well, listen, we all wish you the best. We thank you for taking the time. And
sure.
And yeah, congratulations, man. We're very happy for you.
Appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Congrats. Safe travel, man.
Yeah, for sure. Have a good one. Thank you.
Congrats, Cash.
Thank you.
Thank you, Max.
All right, thanks everybody. And I may try to get a couple of our current players later on today. I'll try to keep you posted on time as quick as I can.
All right, thanks, Max.
Thanks, Max.
See y'all.
Thanks, Max.
See ya.